I'm popping on to do a quick little live reading. So we'll just get into it. I don't know, we got a lot of freaking energy going on right now. So I don't know if you all are feeling it, but I sure am today. And I'm not feeling it, but whatever. So let me know what you guys are feeling. But we have Chinese New Year's, we have this eclipse, we got Mercury retrograde coming, we got the freaking moon. A lot of things happening. So things might be a little chaotic, might be on hold, might be clearing out. I don't know. There's a lot of energy. So let's see what the cards have to say for us, for the collective. Also, if you want a personal reading, I have pre-recorded readings now available. So you can go on and order one. You'll get it within 48 hours. And it's me doing this. And you get a link to it that you can keep forever. So yeah. Or I still do 30-minute readings. We have the monthly subscriptions. So all that good stuff. Alrighty, let's see what we have for the collective for this chaotic energy this week. Alright, well. So it's definitely feeling like, where do they want me to start? Alright, so they're basically, the guides are kind of having me start with like needing to let go of things, needing to walk away of things that aren't serving you, anything that's unhealthy, anything that's not making you feel good, that's not lifting you up, that's not for your highest good. Like you need to, like, it's got to kick rocks. Like we're done with it. I think this is like the tying up of like an old cycle too, where it's like you might have been a people pleaser, you might have put everyone else before you. You were always watching other people's feelings before your own, kind of a thing. Now it feels like enough is enough. You're over it. Spirit is over it for you. The universe, everyone's like, we're done. We got to keep it moving now. So it just feels like making sure that you're walking away or letting go of anything that's no longer serving you for your highest good. I think a lot of you have been doing this. You've been making the changes. You've been kind of like kicking whatever's no longer serving you to the curb. But I think there's just some like last little bits and pieces of like maybe old ways of doing things, patterns, final relationships that are needing to be done and over with. So I feel like that's kind of where you're at right now. It's just getting rid of those last little bits. Whether it's physical relationships or the way that you move about in relationships. And that could be romantic, friends, family, whatever, with yourself, all of the above. So that's that. It also feels like the more that you continue to clear out these unhealthy situations and relationships and whatever, the more that you're realizing that like there is space for new to come in. And I think you're also probably seeing some new things coming in. It does feel like a little bit of like a revolving door right now. Like maybe you're making space. Maybe, you're like talking to people, like new people. And it's like you're picking up quicker that they're not a good fit for you. And you're like kicking them to the curb kind of a thing. Or you're just like not fucking with them anymore. And then like new people will come in or a new person will come in. But it just feels like a kind of like a rotation of shit that's not really like for you. I think it's partially like the universe kind of like testing you to be like, okay, did you get it yet? Like, and then also just like cycling out that type of situation that no longer, suits you. I also think for a lot of you, like releasing control is a part of this as well. So like if you maybe try to control everything, you want things done in your timeline, your way, the way that you see it in your mind's eye. Spirit's kind of asking you to like release that a little bit. Obviously, you are co-creating with the universe, but you need to like let the universe actually do something. Not everything is going to be exactly how you envision it, and it's not going to be on your timeline. It's never on our fucking timeline. Let's be real. So, just kind of surrendering, allowing, things to work out as they're meant to in divine timing, and releasing control. So I think with these two things of like letting go of control, letting go of toxic relationships, letting go of anything that's unhealthy, jobs, eating, addictions, all that kind of stuff, that's when you're going to start to see the newness coming in. And there is new coming in. I see new beginnings, new chapters, new energy coming through. So I think that you're kind of just like phasing out this last part of the clearing phase. So I do feel like there's new beginnings coming. I think that new beginnings have already started to happen for a lot of you. I think you're starting to see like little trickles and dribs and drabs of the newness coming in. Whether it is like even just new ways of thinking, new ways of feeling, new people coming in. Maybe you're getting new clients, you're getting a new job offer, there's just like new things coming through. A lot of it is energetic though, I do feel that. I feel like a lot of you you're like reacting to things differently. You're moving through life differently than you would have before. I think this has been a long time coming. I think this has been a lot of work that you've been putting into it. I think you've been going through a lot of things to get to this point. Probably some tower moment situations happening for a while. And I think that has taught you through that, and for a lot of you, probably some part of a spiritual awakening, that, you needed to make changes, and you've been making changes. It feels like you've been going through the emotional healing, the spiritual healing. I feel like a lot of you have been, like, this isn't just something that happens this week. I feel like this is something that's been ongoing for a long time. So I feel like with that, you are releasing parts of yourself still. I think you've been releasing a lot of different parts of yourself, again, that have no longer been serving you, that just are not meant to move forward in this next phase, this next chapter. And I feel like at first you guys were probably feeling a little like I don't want to make these changes. I don't want to, I like who I am. I like how I react. This feels good to me. And now it feels like as you continue to release these old versions of yourself, the more you feel better, the more that you are feeling relief. You're feeling like more in your own power. I feel like you're feeling more comfortable within yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So I think that you are embracing releasing these old versions of yourself more now. I think it's also helping you to connect to yourself, to connect to your higher self, to connect to your spiritual self more. I think you're seeing the answers more, and that figuring out that the answers that you're looking for are within yourself. I feel like a lot of you are not looking out on the external, trying to get validation or trying to look for the answers of like what you're supposed to do next. I think through this whole process that you've been going through, you're really starting to realize like, I actually know what I want. I know what is right for me. I know what I need to do. Even if it's not traditional, even if it's not what society says, you should be doing. I think you're kind of like, I don't fucking care because this feels good and I'm not trying to not feel good anymore. So I see that coming through. I definitely do see that there is, for some of you, it looks like maybe you've been in hibernation or you've pulled back. You've been a little bit more introverted for a while. And I feel like now you're stepping into more of a social aspect. I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you've been social in the past, but only because of like obligation or, like necessity. And now I feel like you're really craving to be around people and open up around people, but people that are like-minded, that are a good fit, that lift you up, that don't drain your energy, that make you feel good. I feel like you guys do not have time for anything less than that. I also do see that there is a protective energy around this collective right now. I feel like a lot of you have asked for protection, and I also see a lot of you are taking more steps in protecting your own energy. So I do see that that is working for those of you that are doing that. And I think the more that you are implementing these energy protection, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, modalities, the more that you're like recognizing that it's working, you're seeing that like your intention with energy protection really goes a long way. And I think you're getting like more involved with it, where it's like you're being more intentional on the protection of your energy. I think a lot of you are not willing to feel uncomfortable anymore. You're not wanting to be anxious. You're not wanting to pick up on other people's energy. So you're really focusing on protecting your energy more. I also feel like there's a lot of grounded energy with a lot of you right now too. I think a lot of you are feeling grounded, probably for the first time in a long time too. You're feeling stable, even if there's like chaos in your life or there's things in your life that aren't 100% like solid. I feel like because of the work that you've been doing, the healing that you've been going through, the emotional, the spiritual, all that you've been working on, I think you yourself is more grounded, and like you are feeling that. You're feeling how much more grounded you are. And it's just making it easier for you to move about in life, knowing that you're like solid, stable, grounded. What else do we have here? I think some of you are definitely starting to open up into being a little bit more playful, a little bit lighter energy. Again, I think going back to like you being surrounded by people that uplift you and that are more like-minded, I think you're also trying to incorporate things that are fun for you. Things that get you excited, things that make you laugh, things that make you feel good, things that are fulfilling. You're kind of going back to having a more playful energy again. It's not so serious. It's not so like I can only work on myself and go to work and take care of my family and do the kids and this and that. You know, I think you're really realizing like you need to have an even balance energetically, and like having fun and having a lighter energy is part of that. So I think you're trying to carve out some time or figure out what it is that you like to do these days. Because I feel like since you've been releasing these old versions of yourself, these old parts of yourself, it's shifted for you. So sometimes as you grow and you vibrate higher, you know, certain things don't resonate with you the same way. So I think you're kind of like relearning what feels good to you and what doesn't, what's fun for you, what's fulfilling for you. So that's coming through. I think a lot of you are also realizing how important it is to move your body physically. So getting some type of like physical movement, exercise. I think the more that you're leveling up in vibration, the more that you realize like you need to move your body and exercise to release any blocked energy, to release anything like emotionally as well. So I think if you haven't started like getting into more of an exercise routine or even just walking or whatever, I think you're going to start like kind of craving that almost. For some, it's going to be like weird because you're like, I never liked to do this. Like you couldn't have paid me to go to the gym, or you couldn't have paid me to join this league or whatever. And now I feel like it's something that is going to be important for you. Let's see, what else do we have here? For some of you, I feel like there's either a vacation or a holiday coming up, or you're thinking about. This has come up in the last couple of like private readings that I've done too, so it's very interesting. But that there's something that is if you're thinking about doing a vacation or a trip or something, this is Spirit saying like, yes, please pull the trigger and go forward with it. Because I think there's going to be some kind of like part of your awakening that happens on this trip. Or you might have even just had a recent trip as well. And you might have gotten a download, or you might have gotten, or you will get a download, or connecting with yourself differently. But I just feel like there's going to be some kind of something that comes through. It's going to be more like of a spiritual, energetic thing. It's not going to be like so much of a physical thing for some of you, yes. But I think for a lot of you, it's going to be like an energetic, spiritual thing, more personal to you. And I think you're just going to get some answers. I think you're just going to maybe have a little bit of a perception change on things. But whatever this trip or holiday or vacation or whatever, it just looks like it's something that's important to what you're moving into energetically. So yeah, I also feel like for some of you, I feel like this message comes up a lot too, especially in some of the personal readings that I've been doing, but just making sure that your living space is like your sanctuary. I just feel like a lot of you are putting like a lot of hard work and energy into making sure that your space is your sanctuary, whether it's redecorating or, again, like protecting the energy within the space, being more mindful who you allow into your space, maybe doing some energy clearing, cleaning, I don't know, whatever. But it's like you need the space to be your sanctuary. And I think a lot of you are putting energy into making it that. We are like coming to the end of winter finally, for wherever the hell you are, I don't know, but where I am, we're finally coming to the end of winter soon. And I think it's normal as spring approaches that we want to, like reorganize the house and get it clean and, get it, back in shape, I guess. So that makes sense, I guess, coming through. And then I just think a lot of you, I think summer is going to be when a lot of the things that you've been asking for, or a lot of things that you've been clearing out, I think summer is going to be like really when I feel like you're going to get dribs and drabs and trickles in. But then once summer hits, I feel like it's going to be like full on. Like that's when the full on change happens. That's when this new chapter is really like, you're going to feel it. You're going to see it. You're going to see it in the 3D. So yeah, that is what I am feeling for you guys. So that was the reading. So a little bit of a different reading. I feel like very spiritual, very energetically connected. If this resonated, definitely let me know. Leave me a comment or something. I think this is an interesting reading. And again, if anything resonated and you want to tap in deeper on a personal level, I do have Zoom readings available, and I also do pre-recorded readings now. So all of that can be found on the website, headspacenj.com. And I'll see you in a couple days. I'll pop on and either do another reading or we'll do a sound healing. So have a good day or night wherever you are. See you soon.